Okay, someone tried to scam me at the post office the other day, but in kind of a clever way, and I feel like people should know about this. And it's really not specific to the post office, like this could happen anywhere, but that's just where I encountered it. First of all, as someone who sells on Poshmark and eBay, I go to the post office all the time. So that's kind of why I was able to pick up on this scam. So a few days ago, I go to the post office to drop my packages off, and I like to use the self-service machine, which is in a separate area from where the clerks are working, at least in my post office. So I walk up to the machine, I start scanning my packages in, and I hear someone on the phone behind me. Now, this is perfectly normal. There's a little counter behind me. It seems perfectly reasonable that somebody would set their stuff down and pick up a phone call right there. So as I'm scanning my packages in, I'm not eavesdropping, but she's standing right behind me. And so of course I can hear her conversation. And she starts telling the person she's talking to on the phone. She says, I talked to the funeral director. They won't let me schedule the funeral because there's a balance of $95. And she goes on to say, I told this guy I lost my mom and my brother suddenly. When this happened, I drained my bank account. I have no family. And she kind of paints this whole picture about how she cannot proceed with her mother and her brother's funeral over a $95 balance. And my first thought was, that is devastating. And obviously I wanted to help, but something in my gut was telling me, do not get involved. Scan your packages in and walk out that door. So fast forward a couple days, I walk into the same post office to use the same self-serve kiosk. Didn't really look at who's around me, but I'm standing there using the machine and I hear someone on the phone behind me. And I'm sure you can guess exactly where this is going. She's having a conversation with someone about the funeral director and how he wouldn't let her schedule this funeral because she had a $94 balance. Now, one of two things is happening here. She either happened to be at the same post office having the same conversation and she paid $1 on that balance, or this is a complete scam. She sits there, she has this phone conversation, and she pretends like she needs $95 to bury her mother and brother until somebody comes along wanting to help her because they overheard her conversation. And again, this could happen anywhere, but just be aware if somebody is feeding you a sob story, even if it seems like they don't think you're listening. That might be the whole point.